You're not on my level. I don't need to address you, bro.
Leave it. They're looking for
I don't need to address you, bro. You're not on my level, bro.
We're on him, dude.
Hello?
Jesus. Bro. This is fucked.
New news, Jake Paul has been arrested.
We got him, guys.
Yeah.
We got the guy that did the serious.
Jake Paul arrested after heated airport clash with Anthony Joshua. Just 3 to 4 hours ago, this news blew up across social media, sending shockwaves through fans. After the heated confrontation, Paul's antics finally caught up with him. AJ, calm and unshaken, completely dwarfs him in presence and authority, proving why crossing Joshua carries real consequences.
An example of like, hey Paul, did you call Jed right now?
Yeah.
The airport showdown has turned into a legal nightmare for Jake Paul. His lawyers are scrambling, but the images of Paul clashing with AJ in public dominate social media. Joshua's calm, commanding presence makes Paul look out of his depth, proving AJ isn't just a heavyweight in the ring, he controls every scene.
I think he's already had lawyers for his scenario, for his situation. They've represented him. I did read briefly earlier that he did have representation from a legal firm.
The airport clash left everyone stunned as Jake Paul squared off with AJ, looking visibly shaken. The drama spilled across social media instantly, with fans debating every 10th second. Paul's antics show he's in over his head, while Joshua's calm, dominant presence made it clear who truly commands authority in any room.
That, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career.
Johnny Nelson points out that Jake Paul's airport meltdown isn't just antics, it's pre-fight controversy in full swing. Paul's desperate posturing contrasts sharply with AJ's icy composure, making him look like a YouTube clown trying to be taken seriously. Fans are now buzzing. Will this drama affect his performance in the ring?
We don't know, but that's really, really rattled him for him to think of and plan doing something like that.
Yeah, because we see things happen.
Adam Catterall highlights the pre-fight storm. Jake Paul has turned a routine airport moment into headline-grabbing chaos. Fans are split, some laugh at Paul's antics, others worry this could backfire in the ring. One thing's clear, AJ's calm, professional aura makes Paul look like an amateur chasing clout.
I think over 145 pounds. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, is that problematic for Anthony Joshua, this, that, and the other? Well,
Adam Smith warns that the airport drama foreshadows a fight day circus. Paul's erratic behavior makes him the pre-fight villain, but it won't save him once AJ steps in. Joshua's control and presence will expose Paul as all hype, and fans can expect the pre-fight chaos to turn into an absolute spectacle.
What's going to happen, because it's different on that day than any other day. It just sort of scripts go out the window.
Anthony Joshua's words underline the absurdity of the pre-fight chaos. The airport clash has blown up into full-blown controversy, and Paul's antics only highlight his lack of maturity. AJ, calm and unshaken, lets the drama swirl around him while making Paul look like a petulant kid desperate for attention before the real fight even begins.
I can't predict the future. I don't know what will happen. I don't know, but for the near future, I don't see it happening now. For the near future.
Spencer Brown gives a peek behind the curtain. Paul's airport confrontation has everyone scrambling. The chaos isn't just online. Teams are reacting in real time, trying to contain the fallout. Meanwhile, AJ remains poised, proving once again that Paul's hype can't match real-world composure. Fans are now witnessing the drama unfold before fight night even starts.
Anything, it was, well, we knew half an hour ago. You probably noticed I've been on the phone running back and forth.
Johnny Nelson's statement perfectly captures the shockwaves of this airport incident. The situation escalated rapidly, and the need for a thorough inquiry is undeniable. Jake Paul's reckless behavior has triggered a full-blown investigation, shining a spotlight on his inability to handle high-pressure situations. Anthony Joshua, calm and composed, contrasts sharply with Paul's chaos. Fans are now witnessing the immediate fallout, with legal and professional consequences likely looming over Paul. This isn't just social media drama, it's a serious escalation that could affect Paul's reputation and career trajectory, showing the high stakes before even stepping into the ring.
There needs to be an inquiry straight after this, why, what. But that's what I'm hearing. This news is as fresh to me as it is you. I'm quite sure when this goes out, he'll be all over the place anyway.
Eddie Hearn's insight lays bare the core issue. Jake Paul's stubbornness and ignorance of the business have created unnecessary tension. The airport confrontation was avoidable, yet Paul's defiance escalated matters into chaos. AJ's team, seasoned and strategic, remain unshaken, highlighting the difference between professional composure and amateur theatrics. This incident underscores that Paul's antics have real-world consequences, risking legal trouble, public backlash, and his credibility. For fans, it's a cautionary tale. Crossing Joshua or ignoring the rules doesn't just make headlines. It exposes weakness, both in judgment and in maturity, painting Paul as a fighter who thrives more on hype than skill or professionalism.
Stubborn and he doesn't understand what the business means to us. So, again, this is not something that we do often, but we're not fucking around here.
Duke McKenzie doesn't mince words. Paul is putting himself at real risk. The airport altercation is more than publicity. It exposes the naivety and overconfidence of a fighter stepping far beyond his depth. Anthony Joshua, a disciplined and powerful professional, has shown nothing but calm dominance. Paul's reckless behavior has now painted a target on his back, signaling potential consequences in and out of the ring. Fans watching this unfold are witnessing a dangerous mix of hype, immaturity, and genuine peril. This is a stark reminder that Anthony Joshua's experience and power are not just talk. Paul is flirting with disaster if he continues this behavior.
Jake Paul is in danger, serious danger. I know you've heard it all before, but I could just reiterate what everybody else is saying. He's in serious danger of being seriously hurt.
John Fury's comment, raw and unfiltered, perfectly encapsulates the pre-fight reality. Anthony Joshua's power is overwhelming, and Paul's overhyped bravado crumbles in comparison. The airport clash only emphasized the massive gulf in skill, size, and composure. Fury suggests that any unexpected outcome would defy logic, pointing to how ludicrous it would be for Paul to challenge Joshua seriously. Fans can sense the inevitability here. AJ dominates not just physically, but mentally, and Paul's antics serve only to highlight his inadequacy. This is a moment that sets the tone for the fight, underlining that crossing Joshua is as risky as it is foolish.
Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way,
Carl Frock's assessment hits the nail on the head. Jake Paul is wildly out of his depth. Losing to Tommy Fury, a cruiserweight, should have been a wake-up call, but Paul's ego seems impervious to logic. Anthony Joshua is a monster in the heavyweight division, a true professional with the power, skill, and experience to dismantle anyone stepping into his ring. Paul's hype and social media theatrics don't translate to actual boxing ability, and this mismatch is already absurd. Frock's point makes it clear, putting Paul in the ring with Joshua isn't just risky, it's almost comical. Fans watching this know it's a one-sided spectacle waiting to happen. Paul's bravado may grab clicks, but in reality, it only exposes his lack of preparation, discipline, and pure fighting capability. AJ doesn't just punch, he dominates, and Paul has no answer.
He's a big punch in heavyweight, and fake Paul's never been in with a heavyweight. Like I said earlier, he lost to Tommy Fury, a cruiserweight. He lost to him. Tommy Fury's not even British level, so you can't chuck fake Paul in with Anthony Joshua and take it serious.
Joe Rogan's breakdown emphasizes the very real threat Paul faces. Anthony Joshua isn't just a big name, he's a one-punch knockout artist whose power has ended fights brutally and efficiently. Watching Joshua dismantle Francis Ngannou is proof enough that Paul's theatrics won't last around. Rogan makes it clear, this fight is not entertainment, it's a potential demolition, with Paul standing in front of a man whose primary skill is ending contests with sheer power. The airport clash now casts a shadow over Paul's judgment. All the bravado in the world won't save him from Joshua's precision and strength. Fans can't help but cringe at the mismatch. This is David versus Goliath, only David forgot his slingshot. Rogan's words serve as both a warning and a harsh reality check. Paul may be famous, but he's dangerously unprepared.
Yeah. Because Joshua's going to try to make an example out of him, for sure.
And will.
I mean, Anthony Joshua's one of the biggest one-punch KO artists. What he did to Francis Ngannou, good lord.
Yes.
Do you want that smoke?
Liam Goff's commentary perfectly captures the absurdity surrounding Paul's hype. The mere suggestion that Jake Paul could beat Anthony Joshua is laughable, almost cartoonish. Fans watching the build-up can't help but smirk at the mismatch, knowing that Paul's bravado and internet fame are no substitute for elite boxing skills. Joshua has the experience, discipline, and punching power to make short work of Paul, who's yet to face a heavyweight of true caliber. Goff's words remind us that Paul's social media antics and clout won't translate into survival in the ring. The airport incident now becomes a foreshadowing of Paul's recklessness. He's stepping into a storm completely unprepared, making the entire narrative a mix of comedy and genuine concern. Fans are left both entertained and horrified, knowing this fight is more spectacle than competition.
You
just said come to London, bro. You're not in London, bro. I've been to London.
Saudi.
No. What part of state you been?
I'm on a different level.
That's what I wanted to tell you when I see different level, bro.
Roy Jones Jr.'s insight underscores the stark reality. Anthony Joshua is the ultimate nightmare for latecomers like Jake Paul. Paul's lack of professional experience and insufficient training make him a perfect target for someone of AJ's caliber. Joshua doesn't just win, he dominates, dismantling opponents with precision, power, and ring IQ. Taking out Paul would be both expected and financially lucrative, making this fight a low-risk, high-reward scenario for AJ. Roy Jones Jr. highlights the irony. Paul's fame might sell tickets, but it won't save him from being exposed by a true heavyweight. The airport clash foreshadows the chaos Paul invites, yet Joshua's disciplined response contrasts sharply. Fans now understand the dangerous imbalance. Paul's bravado is entertainment, but Joshua's power and experience make this matchup a nightmare for the YouTube star.
He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he'd probably make more money fighting Jake Paul.
This entire saga, from the heated airport clash to the fallout on social media, has set the stage for one of the most explosive narratives in recent boxing history. Jake Paul's antics, his reckless bravado, and now his legal troubles have only amplified the hype, while Anthony Joshua's calm, dominant presence continues to remind the world why he's a true heavyweight powerhouse. Fans are divided. Some are entertained by Paul's chaos. Others are horrified at the sheer mismatch and the potential consequences. What's undeniable is that this story is far from over, and every twist from backstage tensions to public confrontations fuels speculation about what could happen next in the ring. This is the moment where history, drama, and spectacle collide, and it's impossible to look away. So now we turn it over to you. What do you think will happen if Paul and Joshua actually step into the ring? Will Paul's antics survive against AJ's experience and power? Or is this clash destined to be a one-sided demolition? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you're hyped, and don't forget to subscribe for every shocking update on this story.